Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Tell It To Trevor. I'm your host, Trevor Shelley, and today on the podcast we sit with...
All Go Nelli.
Alright, so what was the first time you heard of wrestling? What was that like for you?
The first time I heard of wrestling, it was back in 2006. The kids were talking about it in the playground. I went to an international school, so a lot of my friends are from England, from Europe and stuff like that. So American sports were really the thing to talk about, but everyone, globally knew about professional wrestling. So they were talking about the playground, and then I remember just by God's chance, I was scrolling through TV. SmackDown was on. Batista, Mr. Kennedy, Vito, Fit Finley, King Booker, they were all there.
Okay. What was a signature moment in your career so far?
Signature moment, I would have to say, is being on Wrestling Open. It's really tough to get on, especially with the talent in New England, the tri-state area, and they're bringing in people from, all over America, all over the world to be on that show. And oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, and my first match was against Charles Mason, and it was at the time, he was the House of Glory champ. He still is the House of Glory champion. Um, and I think that was just a huge honor to step into with such a top independent star like him.
Yeah. So we have this. What is a personal challenge for you?
Breaking up a little bit there.
Let's
Oh, there
see
you
if
go.
I turn this
Better.
with the Wi-Fi that I see if I connect back to it if it works.
I
Alright. What is a personal challenge for you in the wrestling business?
mean, my biggest challenge is to get signed to a major company. If it's WWE, it's AEW. If it's New Japan. Just TNA. That's my biggest goal. I travel so much. I wrestle at least twice a week at this point in my career. Sometimes 3, sometimes 4. And it's a lot, and I want to, all pay off. And even if I don't get signed, I want to be remembered as one of the top, in the area.
Alright. So we have this segment called it's Wrestler's Toolbox. So we dive into like your training, your routine, your mental prep, and personal development, I guess. What if I do? So what was your training like for you?
Training 3 to 4 times a week, with Paul Roma and Mario Mancini at Paradise Alley. Then on top of that, you're in the gym. I'm in the gym 5 to 6 times a week. And depending on what day I'm wrestling, if I start Thursday or if I start Friday, those are kind of like the mental preparedness days, making sure my body is ready, I look good, all my clothes are washed, all that stuff.
Yeah. So for me, I used to do ice hockey. So we had like our prep before a game. What is it for you? Like you're getting in the zone that you're about to go wrestle.
I like to show up early. I like to hit the ring, get warmed up, stretches, push-ups, sit-ups, stuff like that. I'm always in like hoodies and sweatpants. I get cold super easily, so I need that. Pacing back and forth, just constantly like getting that mentally prepared, getting to that all go state, because All Go Nelli in the ring, even though the persona, the person is kind of what you see is what you get, it's just a little bit more turned up. So it's getting ready to bring that fire out, digging deep and finding like what's going to drive me today.
All right. What is your signature moves?
Signature moves, I like to do a Uranagi backbreaker, tornado DDT from the second rope, and my finisher is a float over pedigree.
Your walkout, I mean your theme song.
Custom. I got it made. It's All Go Nelli. You can find it on SoundCloud.
Okay. Bucket list opponent.
Bucket list opponents. I definitely want to wrestle Javon Evans one day. Richard Holiday's up there. I mean, once you wrestle Richard Holiday, you wrestle the best independent wrestler out there right now. Um, Dragon Lee's definitely up there. Penta. There's so many that are signed right now. Um, Currently not signed. I would love to step in the ring with Alec Price, Jordan Oliver. Well, they're signed to AEW now. Um, that's off the top of my head. Tomohiro Ishii's been always someone I want to step in the ring with. Shingo Takagi. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Your dream feud. You could have feud with living or dead. Who would it be?
My dream feud. I don't know. That's a tough one. Mm, uh, I'd probably say probably Eddie Guerrero. I think we could do some amazing stuff there.
Okay. What is your hidden passion outside of the ring?
Hidden passion. Again, it's kind of see what you get. I'm a big gym guy, big time that. And if I ever do find the time, I love watching anime. I'm a big Pokemon guy, big Naruto, big Dragon Ball Z person. That's kind of my other stuff. And I just recently got back into watching video game streams, which makes me want to play video games again. But I really just don't have the time right now.
How did you land on the on your one of your signature moves?
I always strive to be different. I always strive to be find something that's not really seen. Maybe I can add a tweak to it. And with the float over pedigree, I remember I was watching the Rock and Sock Connection against the New Age Outlaws, and I saw the Rock do his float over DDT, and I was like, that's really cool. I wonder if I can do something else from there. So tried out the pedigree, and people were like, whoa, that's just devastating, you know.
Yeah. All right. Time for the sponsor shout out. We have Apple City Championship Wrestling, which you guys know it is the week of the show. It is March 16th when the Monday of that week this episode airs. So if you guys are at the show, it is a sold out show up in Hickory, North Carolina. Hope to see you guys there. And then, who doesn't love protein powder and energy drinks? As I'm a guy that don't stick to my own sponsors. Dubby Energy save 15% with promo code Tell It To Trevor. Rebel 8, same thing, save 15% with promo code Tell It To Trevor. And then, let's see, icebreaker questions for you. What is the most interesting place you have ever visited?
Most interesting place I ever visited, Puerto Rico. Not as a wrestler, but as a just a vacation. Puerto Rico is one of the best places I've been to.
Okay. If you could have dinner with any historical figure, who would it be and why?
Any historical figure? I'd probably say I have to go with. That's a tough question. I'd probably go Stone Cold. I know if he's historical to me, he helped build a legacy around WWE.
Mm-hmm. What is your favorite book and why does it resonate with you?
The dictionary, because it helps me understand words and learn how to spell things correctly.
What is your go-to karaoke song?
Unwritten, Natasha Bedingfield. Great question. I love that one.
Okay. What is the best piece of advice you have ever received?
If you don't start now, then when will you?
I like that one. If you could have dinner with any fictional character, who would it be?
Goku, because I know we're gonna eat so much food.
Can you share a? Let's see. Let's see. What inspires you to carry on in the wrestling business?
Say it one more time.
What inspires you to carry on in the wrestling?
Um, just to be better. That's what's having me carry on. Just to be better, make a legacy for myself. I found something that I really enjoy doing, something I'm excellent at doing. But I know there's so much more for me out there.
Can you talk about a mentor or someone who has played a significant role in your career so far?
My tag partner Corey Duke, he's at the top of his game right now, and he's not even like he has like he's like me. He has so much more room for growth. But we started around the same time. We were about around the same match count and all that stuff. And like I feel like we're pushing each other, even though we don't always talk to each other. We don't even always travel the road together. But I feel like we're always pushing each other to be better.
Okay. This whole thing set up for. All right, so we have this new segment. It is called what's it is called Trev Boom. We debuted this last episode with Joey Knight Jr. Um, so basically, you have 2 minutes to answer these little icebreaker questions. All right, you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
All righty. Coffee or tea?
Coffee,
Early bird or night owl?
early bird,
Dogs or cats?
dogs,
One thing you can't live without?
my phone,
Summer or winter?
summer,
What is your go-to comfort food?
burritos,
What is your favorite way to relax after a long day?
sleep,
Sweet or savory?
sweet.
Just like that, you are now the record holder by 3 seconds.
Nice.
Let me, I don't forget later. What is the weirdest childhood nickname and what is the story behind it?
Probably Ninja Turtle because I had like small head, I guess, and I didn't have dreads at the time, so people just called me Ninja Turtle in high school.
If your life had a theme song, what would it be?
It would be Unwritten as Sasha Benningfield, probably still.
Okay. What is the strangest food combination you enjoy that others might find odd?
I can eat yogurt with anything. I can eat yogurt with a burger. I can eat yogurt with salad. I can eat yogurt with pasta. Anything.
All right. What advice would you give to someone that is aspiring to be a wrestler?
Start now. Find a school. Start now because you know there's always new competition, and you want to be ahead of the game.
What has been the most rewarding aspect of your journey so far, personally and professionally?
I think it's just getting these opportunities I so quickly, being able to like do what I love multiple times a week, multiple times a month. Not everybody gets that right away, so I'm very blessed to be in the position I am right now, and I'm very blessed to have all the people that have helped me too.
All right, and then thank you, All Go Neil, for being on the podcast.
Hmm. Thank you,
Um,
thank you.
where can they find you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and it's always going to be all go_Nelli.
All right. And guys, we will see you next week.